It's Friday, April 8th, 2022. I've gotten a little bit of work done on the kitchen back here. Prepping to finish the walls and then to get the cabinets up. So I stapled my vapor barrier up on the roof, on the inside of the roof, because I did rock wool or mineral wool insulation as opposed to the fiberglass insulation. So the mineral wool insulation doesn't come with its own vapor barrier, so I had to staple it up. And to make things a little easier, I got Ryobi battery-powered staple gun. It makes things a little simpler. You're stapling above your head, boom. Although, my only complaint is it's got this safety feature in it, you have to be pressing it against wood for it to shoot a staple. See? Pressing the trigger won't shoot. It has to be against wood. So the complaint being you can't have staple gun fights like we all used to have back in the day, in the 80s and 90s. See? Just comes right out. Maple don't chase those. I mean, who cares if there's still one stuck in Zach's head? He's doing just fine. But it's a fun tool. So, got that up. And then behind me, put 3/4 inch plywood behind where the base cabinets are going to go, because there's no sense using nice shiplap there. And then I'll get shiplap done on this wall behind me, this wall over here. Once I get it to the height of this, then I'll do this wall, because I want to make sure it lines up. Probably going to have to cut the first board, cut it lengthwise. And yeah, shiplap's going to be on the walls, on the ceilings, everywhere, starting with the kitchen. So tonight, I'm going to get some of the shiplap sealed with polyurethane. I already sanded it down, sanded off all the blemishes, and see how much of that I can get sealed. So as I said, cover that wall, this wall, that wall. There's my shiplap back there, 8-inch shiplap. I'm going to seal it with water-based polyurethane. I've never done water-based before. I've always gone with oil-based, but my neighbor Zach has gone water-based because he doesn't like how the wood will yellow a bit with oil-based, which, is of course true. Never quite bothered me, but I'm going to go with water-based because his wood looks pretty great after a few years, so give that a shot. Maple has a new toy, just bought it today, and she's, okay, taking a break because we're on camera, but she's flailing it around just like I thought she would. That's why I got the frog. Looked like she'd do the same thing that she was doing with the starfish. Grab one of those appendages and just whip it about for some reason. Apparently that's fun. Okay, I've got one coat of polyurethane on 7 of the boards. And 2 more coats to go. I'm going to do 3 coats on each. And then I have a lot more boards to go, and that's just for that part of the kitchen. Alright, it's Saturday now. I got 3 coats of polyurethane on those boards. Got some of them cut, so I have enough of them cut to get me up to here, get me level with this back here. So I'm going to start nailing those in. I got my second new tool of this video. Got a DeWalt 18 gauge angled finish nailer. So that's brand new. I'll be using that for the first time. Make sure the lock's on. Lock is on. The battery's in there. I did some tests with a scrap of wood into a 2x4 to make sure I got the depth of the nail correct. Didn't want to have to figure that out on my nice wood. So that's all set. So to start, the the first board, the boards that go on the floor, I'm going to stick on top of paint stirrers, just as temporary spacers. So that's going to get them about 1/8 of an inch off the ground. And then of course I'll remove those. The purpose of that, and I did the same thing when I did this back here. The purpose of that is so if there's spills, if you know, it is the kitchen, if things get wet, I don't want the water hitting the wood and then waking up the wood. So as long as there's not a huge spill, the wood along the walls won't get wet. And of course, floors, I'll put some nice floor over it someday, but right now it's pressure treated plywood. So, you know, nothing's gonna get ruined here, even with spills, because they do happen. Right, dog? Yep. Don't take that. Alright. So we'll get some of those nailed in, boom boom, and we'll take it from there. I got the first board on there. So one more important thing I forgot to mention is when you're putting on the rest of the boards, you don't want them flush with the one below it. It needs room to expand and contract, you know, with the changing humidity through the seasons. So you put nickels in between there to space them. I did not make this up. Whoops. Put nickels in. Gives it the right amount of space. And you get a nice look with that gap there, the lines. So I'll check that to make sure it's level, nail that in, go all the way, well, I'll go all the way up to here, do the other side, stay out of the way. Whew, boy, nail guns sure do make things easy. There, it's starting to look like something. Got those boards up that I cut. I have, I think, 2 more 8-footers that are sealed that I can cut and put up. The back wall here is going to be all cabinets. The cabinets are going to come out a couple feet, so I'm purposely putting bad parts, ugly knots. Oh, those knots aren't too bad, but I'm putting knots in places where they're going to be covered, where I can do that. So get the remaining boards up that are prepped, and then I'll polyurethane some more. Actually, I need to polyurethane some boards before I can do anything else. So I have 2 more boards that are sealed, but those are 8-footers, and this piece right here is the next one I have to put up. I have to put it up so I can nail it behind and then put the short boards on. But this piece is longer than 8 feet, so I have to polyurethane the 10-footers way back in the corner. So probably won't be putting up any more today, but still happy with how it looks. I don't know if you can hear it yet, but those are frogs chirping back there in a little frog pond. They're all looking for dates. Let's see how close they let me get. Once they notice me, they'll hide. Frog's getting busy. The little pond's gonna be full of tadpoles soon. Alright, I've used up all the shiplap I currently have on hand. Just about finished these walls. I had enough wood to finish this, but some of it was crap, so I need more. Started a bit on the ceiling, got my light in there. It's coming together nicely. See, I got one more board to do in the back. Finish these two little spots, and well, then I'll keep going. Because, as I think I mentioned, can't really bring the cabinets in here safely or easily until the mud dries up outside. One more thing. I need to add a disclaimer here because I know my oldest nephew is watching, so do not shoot your siblings with a staple gun. Staple guns are not toys. Nerf guns are toys. Shoot your siblings with Nerf guns. And while we're on that topic, you might want to Google potato cannon. Have fun, be safe.